and playing not only a character with a projectile, which is already bad enough. Why do you have a projectile? But that kind of specializes in his projectile to like a not insignificant extent. Has an install for it that stops Amazon River Run, which it shouldn't. Capcom, please no. No, I hope he can sleep at night. That's all I have to say. Versus once again the GalaxyBrAn Blanka. This I feel like. I mean, Blanka just has a lot of stuff he can do, but Ryu is just really all around solid. The thing, the unique thing about Ryu, beyond the fact that he just has good tools all around, is that he has the buff for his Hadouken. Hadouken, he also hits pretty hard. And the thing is, when you are Blanka, you're not a big fan of Hadoukens. You're not an enthusiast. The main thing that you like about the Hadouken or the Kikoken or Sonic Boom, which I almost called Flash Gear because the first fighting game I played was Fantasy Strike, is that you can Amazon River Run under it. But if Ryu has his install, no, you cannot. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I hate this matchup. And I've spoken to GalaxyBrAn. And he feels that zoner matchups in general are kind of rough when you're Blanka, just because of the risk reward on the interaction between Blanka Ball and projectile and Amazon River Run, where if someone blocks Amazon River Run, you get fucked up. If you successfully Amazon River Run, you get a bit of damage. I'm expounding on it more than he did, to be fair. All he said was that most zoners, it's not a good time. I'm explaining why I agree with that statement, basically. So don't attribute what I just said to GalaxyBrAn. I'm speaking for myself. But I feel that the reward for blocking Amazon River Run is higher than the reward for hitting it, which I don't think is necessarily wrong, because there's I guess you could argue it's also a reward, hidden reward of skipping neutral. And then any projectile just beats Blanka Ball clean. So overall, it's kind of a losing exchange, because as Blanka, if you're wrong, it's generally worse than if you're wrong as the zoner, and you're about as likely to be wrong as there. So maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit more likely to go into a projectile that you didn't think was going to be there than there to be wrong. But this is the way of projectiles. But it's not great for Blanka, just because his strength so much is that maneuverability that he has, and a lot of that maneuverability cannot safely circumvent or counter projectiles in the same way that some like Spiral Arrow, I believe, can, or OD Condor Spire can. So I can't help but feel like he could if he were just ready, if he were just a little bit more ready. He wasn't ready for it to work. GalaxyBrAn just didn't believe in himself enough. He did not have the power of friendship, and now he wins anyway. So what is the power of friendship worth? He wins anyway. I'll tell you what it's worth, about like 5 fighting game seconds, which is actually a lot. So value the power of friendship with, I guess, yourself in this case. See, that fucking install. That fucking install. I hate that install. I hate its mom, I hate its dad, I hate its kids. I don't hate its dog. I can't hate a dog. Dogs are good. I hate its cat, though. Just barely. It's still hard to hate a cat, but I do hate its cat. I hate that install. It annoys me. It just annoys me. It's not that I think that it's too strong. It just annoys me. I hate things that annoy me, which I know. Hot take incoming. Let's see if GalaxyBrAn can put in the work he needs to carve down this Mangocopter life bar. That's actually technically a Ryu life bar, but let's ignore that for now. GalaxyBrAn is burnt out, which is, and this is true, you can ask a scientist, not good. However, he has critical arc and he's up around, and he gets a big punish counter combo. I think he was right to let that lie there. I don't know if he meant to do that, but I do feel like with scaling, Blanka's critical art may have just barely not killed. is my instinct. So I'm not going to say he was wrong to do that. Because I think there might have just been another, what's the word? Interaction. That's English, by the way, my first language. And only language? Yeah, I speak a language. Very possible. There's another action either way. Right, so you might as well take it right then. So far, it's not looking good for who I will just go ahead and turn the good guys because he plays Blanka. That's all I need. He plays Blanka. That's all he needs to do. And he's looking... he looks a little bit shook after that round. I'm not going to lie. I would be shook too. Frankly, I am shook. I would just be more shook if I were playing. But I also know GalaxyBrAn, you know, he's a really good player. He's a really solid player. I have seen him do some of the most, frankly, vindictive Oki I've ever witnessed. So, if anybody can summon the adjustments, I'm good at words, adjustments and, honestly, the bullshit, to bring this back around in their favor, it would be GalaxyBrAn. You could make a pretty strong case that it would be GalaxyBrAn. I would also say, though, if there were any player at locals I would not have to want to adapt in order to overcome a deficit against, it might be Mangocopter. Because he's patient. So he's not gonna have like 100 layers of his own shit going on that's distracting him. He might have those layers, but they're not distracting him from paying attention to what you're doing. Because defense is his thing. Figuring out how you're pressuring him is kind of his wheelhouse, which means you don't just have to put together like a brawlic offense so you can get some momentum on your side, so you can simplify some interactions, so you can get some games under your belt, so you can get rid of the mental disadvantage, you know, so you can get closer to winning. You got to keep changing how you're doing it because he's going to adapt. He's going to start stuffing shit that he wasn't stuffing before. And if you're just a little bit too slow on that adaptation, he's going to kill you. That being said, this game is looking pretty good for our friendly neighborhood space-themed cereal, GalaxyBrAn. GalaxyBrAn, for when you want to feed like oats, like oat cereal, that doesn't really taste like very much to your kids. So you dress it up in some like space theming, but it still kind of tastes like shit. Kids don't actually like it. That being said, the cereal I just described, quite bad. GalaxyBrAn, quite good. I don't want to slander GalaxyBrAn here. He's a good dude, and a very good Street Fighter player. But as far as I know, he's a good dude. Unless he has some sort of dark secret out there. That I don't know about. You know, maybe he secretly goes and kicks puppies on the weekends. I don't know. If that's the case, he wouldn't be a good dude. But as far as I know, he seems like a good person from from the interactions that I've had with him. And he's definitely a good Street Fighter player. So he's not following in the grand tradition of the GalaxyBrAn cereal, which is kind of just thick milk, for being honest. That looks like it has stars in it. He's got to try to hold, GalaxyBrAn does, got to try to hold that Blanka. And Mango's got to try to take it over because what he just did was, you know, took a 50-50 off the screen. So I see there's some offensive bullshit, some very strong offensive stuff you've placed on the board right here so that you can mix me in neutral, walks past it. Now it's gone. So you really got to hold that when you're Blanka, letting your opponent take control of the portion of the screen the Blanka-chan's on, even not even just go past it, but take control of that portion of the screen is really debilitating to your offense, because you've spent one of your 3 Blanka-chans, and that's a valuable resource. It's not just that you don't have that many, it's that they do good shit. I feel like, oh my god. That timed his Oki for him, didn't it? I don't know if that was a drop combo or if that was just ascended Oki. If it was Oki, I feel like it might have been a little bit expensive, I'm not going to lie. But, again, I went 1-2 this week. I have a record of doing pretty well overall, don't get me wrong, these past couple weeks. I'm not really the person you want to ask about Blanka offense, apparently. Not according to my record the last 2 weeks. So, find me again in like a couple weeks if and when, knock on wood, I'm back up to form, and then maybe I'll opine a little bit more. But until then, and even including then, GalaxyBrAn is a big Blanka. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to make the Blanka work. Ooh. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's no big deal. We pick up the kill anyway. It's no punish on the full screen rainbow ball. Yes, punish on the command throw, which I have seen get stuffed several times today. I don't know if he's hit it, but I have seen it get a barrate out of, if that is a barrate. When it's not like just a fake block string. I guess it is kind of a fake block string. Well, no, it's a throw. It's a grab. You can't block it. You couldn't counter it by down back. You get thrown. So, nevertheless, I've seen him get a barrate out of that. That great command throw. By the way, it's a very good move. Several times. It's like maybe the direction went a little bit wrong. Ooh, this is potent. This is potent stuff. Even if it doesn't pay off here, in general, right? It's potent stuff. It's like you don't always directly see the strength of something. It's just the Mango's really good at blocking. Because the things you can do with Lightning Beast and a Blankachon on the field. Right. Like, if anything, that was a testament to what Mangocopter is capable of. Being able to keep Ryu on his feet and out of hit stun through all of that. Oh my god! I thought for sure we were about to watch GalaxyBrAn die. I thought he's gonna get punished for that drive impact, and he's gonna fucking die, because he has no life. And then Blanka drop-kicked Ryu in the face, summoned one of his doll children, and we're in Game 5. What the fuck just happened? I mean, maybe he couldn't punish him. I'm really never going to assume, because these are really good players, I'm never going to assume that they simply fucked up, although people do simply fuck up. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe there wasn't time to punish him. Maybe he was out of drive meter, and I didn't take that into account. I know he burned out after he got hit, but I think it was after he got hit, so maybe there just wasn't time. But so far, GalaxyBrAn has been doing a good job. He needs to close out this round in order to take this set. That was a good couple blocks. That was a good couple blocks, I can tell you that. This is a good Lightning Beast setup. Ooh, but that was a good throw escape. I don't know if you know this, guys, but people who are in the top 3 are pretty good at the video game. They've put some time into it, and they kind of know what they're doing. In case you did not know, in case you're new here and you don't know what losers finals means, it means that the players are good at the game. They do good shit. Alrighty, he pushes himself out of the corner. I was about to say that Mango is getting something going for himself, but GalaxyBrAn has pushed himself out of the corner. That being said, he's taking a lot of damage and he's low on life. But if you're Mangocopter, you also really don't want to cash out the meter here, right? You want to go into the final round with that meter advantage. So you don't have to be too scared of a huge cash out if you're GalaxyBrAn, although now that your life is not going past the rounds counter, he don't need a huge cash out to kill you. Whereas you do need if he had level 3, a solid hit could end Mangocopter's life right now, but he does not have level 3. The Amazon River Run is a little bit too slow, and no matter who wins this set, this is the final round of that set. I didn't need to say the other set part. I acknowledge that, but I did. And none of us can take it back. Blanka is now angry, and look at the shit that he's doing about it. Look what he's fucking doing about it. Imagine if you lived with someone that when they got angry, they became possessed by, like, the god of lightning and started tracing. Excuse me. So I didn't want to cough directly into the mic. And started tracing geometric patterns around you as a mobile lightning ball. How would you respond to that? I think I would respond by not making them angry. That's going to be it. in the favor of GalaxyBrAn, the more veteran player of our bracket. And Blanka extraordinaire takes it 3-2.